Hello everyone and welcome to Friday Sews. If you'd like to see my makes for the week, stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Deb and this is DB Designs and Sewing Australia, and welcome to Friday Sews. Thank you to all my subscribers and welcome to anyone who's new, and a big thank you to those people who have bought me a coffee through my Ko-fi account. It is very much appreciated. My makes for the week have been the completion of the Sew House 7 tea house dress for my daughter. Now it is all completed except for the hem. I will need her to try it on so I can see how long she wants to have it. So this is the dress here. Now I did make Abby a top, and her instructions came back that she wanted the ties much longer, so these ties are really long. I can always alter them and make them shorter if she wanted to, but she wanted to wrap it around a few times. And that it was sitting up in the front. It wasn't as long in the center front as it was in the rest of it, which meant that she needed a full bust adjustment, which I did. Now it's on a mannequin that is far too small for the dress, so that's why it's looking a little bit baggy, but very, very happy with it. This is in a linen blend from Super Cheap Fabrics. Now in my mind it looks a bit like a uniform. I will insert photos of it so you can see the length of it and all that type of thing. I was much happier with the front of it by hand stitching it all, because when I did the top I followed the instructions exactly, and it actually said to do a slight gathering stitch along here, but it made it not sit flat, so I didn't do that. And in fact, the whole of the inside is all hand stitched down. So I've hand stitched the entire front on the inside. Really happy with the finish on it. So it actually has no exposed stitching whatsoever. And when it comes to the hem, I will probably hand sew the hem for her. So just so that it just elevates it a little bit, not to have any outside stitching on it. It does have a pleat in the back. And once again, very, very long ties, which became a bit of a hassle when I was sewing it because you put the ties in early on in this pattern. Now it's got pockets. Oh, in fact, there is some top stitching on it because the only top stitching is the pocket here, which in hindsight I could have hidden, and a bit of top stitching on the front there. But that is locked into the side seam and that is locked into the front seam. But very happy with the overall finish of the dress, and I know that it will fit her. I did do a full bust adjustment without her being here, and that will release the front. So if you've got a top that's pulling up in the front, it's because you need a bust adjustment on it. Now it fitted her widthways all the way around. There was no problem with that, and I knew that it would, because I'd put it on my larger mannequin, which was larger than her size, and it fitted. But when you've got a fuller bust, not just the girth, but the fuller bust, if your top can pull up in the front, and that just means you need more fabric in this section here. So I did that full bust adjustment on it. Really, really happy with the dress. I'm sure she'll love it. It's the color that she wanted, and I would have liked it in a floral, but apparently young people don't wear floral things. They want everything to be plain and to be linen. So that was my first finish for the week. I had it on the go and finished it. Really happy with the ties and how they worked out. Really nice, crisp finish to them. Quite frankly, it's probably the only time that that dress will ever get ironed. The other thing I made was a pair of bike pants. I was testing these out to make as, well, sort of as bather bottoms. So not sure that I would keep the legs that long. Pretty happy with the pattern, but they get you to sew elastic in it. Now the elastic is sewn into this section here. So where the yoga band meets the actual pants is where they have you sew the elastic on. And to me that just, I don't know, is a little, it probably isn't puckery when you've got them on, but it's not where I need them to stay up. I did put a label in so I'd know the back from the front, but I think I'd like some elastic, some wide elastic, probably 3 centimetre wide elastic, and I'd like to put it in the top of the yoga band rather than in this section here. Seems a bit odd, and it's not stretched terribly tight. Now the pattern I used for this was Swim Style Patterns. Really happy with the fit of the pants, just not happy with the finish. Now this is just some lycra that I had in my stash because I wanted to see what the pattern was like. So I think I will use the pattern again, but I will put some elastic, just some soft non-roll elastic in the top of the yoga band. I did try them on before I put the elastic in it, and quite frankly, if you were using them for swimming, they'd probably start to fall down, but I think the yoga band will fall down too. I think this part will slip down, so that's why I was thinking I want elastic in the top part of the yoga band, not terribly tight, just to secure it around your waist. So that was just a test trial that I did. And the other thing I made was a pair of pajama pants for my daughter. Now this is the Rosery Apparel Rosery shorts, pajama shorts. This is a really nice pattern, and I made the size 14 to 16 for her. I've got a feeling it may be a little bit too big because I got my young girl that I teach sewing lessons to, I got her to try them on this morning, and they really are quite wide. They are supposed to be loose because they're pajama pants, but I'm sure they'll be fine as pajamas. That's a really nice pattern, that Rosery Apparel pattern, the Rosery shorts. And this was in some cotton gauze that I had in my stash. I have no idea where from. And I'm also going to be making the Akita top, which I've got this most appalling picture of. You can tell my printer's running out of ink. And that's a seam work pattern. And I will insert proper photos from their site so that you can see what the pattern is. And so I have got some more of this fabric sourced from Unknown to make this top in. Now this is quite an unusual top because the pattern piece is all one piece. This is the neck here, so it has no shoulder seam. I've not made this top before, so it'll be very interesting to see how that works out. And I think it has some bias binding on the neck. It says to have bias binding on that sleeve edge as well, but I may just double hem that and then just stitch down under the arm. I'll have to see how that goes. But that will complete Abby's set, because I also previously made her a robe. And so when she comes for Christmas, it's going to be her birthday. So I need to have Christmas present and birthday present for her. So that's the clothes I've been making. The other thing I made was I actually made my white linen pants. Now these are my white linen pants. They worked out beautiful. And this is the Classic Pant Pattern from the Sewing Revival, with a lovely side pockets, elastic back. Not sure yet if I may stitch that down. I've looked at some of my other pants that I've made, some flat fronted, some not, to see which ones I wore more. If I wore ones that I'd stitched the elastic down with several rows, and it's pretty even as to how often I wear them. So not really sure if I should stitch that down or not, but a lovely flat fronted pant. Really, really nice pattern. I will insert photos. Now I was particularly making these pants to wear with my all-in easy fit shirt, which I made in a viscose from the Dahlia Sewciety that came in a bespoke box. Now that bespoke box was called the Artist's Muse, and that is a beautiful, beautiful shirt. I'll put in some photos of that with the white pants. I've also got it on with the Sweet Talker bubble top in the broderie anglaise that I got from Spotlight, which I really, really love that top. And with my short sleeve linen viscose shirt, another all-in easy fit shirt in the floral linen viscose that I got from Spotlight. Goes well with the majority of my tops. These pants go really, really well. Let's see how clean I can keep them. That might be the only issue. Really, really happy with them. Really happy with them. I think they look really nice. It'd be lovely and summery. And today I'm wearing my Abby dress by Wardrobe by Me. Now this is in a Euro viscose that I got in the Emerald City box from the Dahlia Sewciety. So happy with this dress. And I did make 2 other purchases this week from the Dahlia Sewciety, fabric of course. And one was this lovely cotton batik, and it's called Midsummer Mosaic in Tangerine. Not usually a colour I wear, the orange, but I was going to make some elastic waist pants and maybe a tank style top, because I'm really trying to embrace the sleevelessness that I'm going to need for summer. Because yesterday, I think it was 34 here, and today it's 33 here. So pretty hot weather. And in the image, this fabric, the girls got it on with some long or 3/4 elastic waist pants and a tank top. And it looked so good that that's what I'm going to be making with that. And I also bought a pattern called the Birdie Jumpsuit. Now that's by Style Arc. And this is the beautiful fabric that I bought to make that jumpsuit in. Now this is a Euro viscose. It's got a slight stretch to it. And I thought it would be ideal for this Style Arc pattern. The fabric suggestions are crepe, washed linen, or even a light ponte knit. And so because this has got a tiny bit of stretch in it, I thought that is going to be ideal. Once again, it's sleeveless. Who would have thought? And I have actually made a decision on that beautiful fabric that I got the other day in the Miss Moresby box. A Christmas with Miss Moresby, is that what it was called? Because I got the Christmas lights fabric. I have decided that I'm going to be making the Ella dress in it, which once again is sleeveless, but it's got shoulders in it. So I could even do a top based on that, because my student is going to make a top based on that pattern too. So, and of course hers are all linen in a plain colour. And that's all I've got to show you. I know, it's surprising. I am supposed to be painting a bed head, but I think it's a bit too hot to do any painting. Still loving this Abbey dress. It's one of my favourites. Very comfortable to wear. And with the weather as hot as it is, mind you, we've got 2 separate air conditioners, but it's still very, very hot when you go outside. And so I'd be painting out in the garage. I think it's a bit too hot to paint. That's all from me this week. I better get on and do some more pattern making and some more sewing, because before we know it, it will be Christmas. So everybody have a wonderful week. Please like and subscribe. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.